Everyone's favorite time of year is right around the corner, college football season. To celebrate, DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting new players in the center of the action with $200 in free bets instantly if you bet $1 more on any college football game. Take advantage of this limited time offer now. You heard that right. DraftKings is giving all new players $200 in free bets instantly when you place a bet of $1 or more on any college football game, no matter what. Head to DraftKings Sportsbook app now to check out all the great promotions and daily odd boosts that they are offering. DraftKings Sportsbook is safe, secure, and reliable, located right here in the United States, so it's easy to deposit and withdraw your money at your convenience. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code THPN to receive $200 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on any college football game. That's promo code THPN to get your free $200 in free bets instantly for limited time only. For limited time only available at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indiana, and PA only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Indiana 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
You are now tuned in to the Windy City Benders podcast. This is WCBP.
All right, it's another edition of WCB Podcast, a part of the Hockey Podcasts Network, presented by DraftKings. Got it all in there in one clean
There you
shot.
go.
Here we go. It's Jarom. It's Tanner. What's up, bud?
Not much. Just chilling.
Just chilling. Dog days of the NHL offseason are upon us. News are getting less and less as the days go on, as if you browse Hockey Reddit, what we just discovered as we were getting ready to record is some user was so bored that they tried to figure out how far each NHL arena is from a Costco.
It's a good off-season post right there. Hawks in the top three.
Hawks in top three, 1.7 miles away. Vancouver Canucks, number one. They have a Costco 336 feet from their arena.
It's inside the arena.
It is the arena.
Jesus.
And Buffalo Sabres just lose again, and their closest Costco to their arena is 75.8 miles.
Yeah. I mean, in New York, the actual closest one is in Canada, and it's still the furthest one. They're still the furthest.
I'm actually kind of surprised that there is a Costco near all 32 arenas.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like I didn't realize Costco was like national. I thought national. I thought it was like yeah, because you know how the Jewel is only in the Chicagoland area and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was kind of the same thing. Like there's Costco, there's Sam's Club and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
It's more of like a Walmart, Target kind of thing, not like a Jewel.
This is awesome hockey podcasting right here.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like Jewel's owned by a different company who also owns multiple grocery stores around.
Yeah, Kruger.
Yeah. And so like they have Jewel, they got Jewels at other places around the nation. It's just not called Jewel or Jules.
Everybody calls Jules is like a Chicago thing, but I don't think I've ever called it Jules in my life.
No. It's kind of funny. I've heard my buddy calls it Jules.
I don't understand.
Because I think he does it as a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gotta go down to the Jules.
There's not even like an S in the name on the sign.
Yeah, man.
Just Jewel Osco.
Yeah, but we're all part of Jewel, just like we're all part of the Blackhawks. All part of Jules.
Part of the
Jules team.
The Jules family.
Had to go down to my local Jules, my Jules Ascos.
Get some Italian beef and Italian sausage.
Yeah,
Jules.
That's right.
Little old style.
Little old styles. Old styles. I'm surprised Old Style hasn't come out with a seltzer yet. Speaking of Old Style.
Yeah, it feels like everybody and their mother has a seltzer. If you make alcohol and you don't have a seltzer, I feel like you are just preparing it like for your company to fold.
Even if you don't make alcohol, like Topo Chico, which is like a seltzer water, has come out with a fucking alcoholic seltzer.
I don't know where this obsession with the hard seltzer came from all of a sudden.
It's perfect summer drinks.
Yeah, and I'm saying too, I will live and die by this one. I know it's a Bud Light one, but the Bud Light seltzer retro pack, oh, so good. They got like a blueberry one, they got a cherry limeade one, and they have like a rocket pop one, which is that red, white, and blue like popsicle.
Okay.
They have one that tastes exactly like that.
Let's go pick some up at the Jules on our way to the lake house this weekend.
Yeah, let's go.
There we go. Well, perfect hockey news.
Yeah, if you're still with us, there's a couple of Hawks news that come out. We're also going to do another top. No, we're calling it drafts. What are we calling this? I think we need to come
starting lineup.
Starting lineups. Okay, we need So from now on, this segment will be called starting lineups. And like we said last episode, send us your suggestions. We got a couple good ones and a couple that we're going to definitely use. But let's make it clear. It doesn't have to be just Hawks players. It doesn't have to be players in general. We got one guy that suggested something that was very good that has nothing to do with players. So we're definitely going to use that one at some point. But we'll get to that a little bit later. First off, jumping into Hawks talk. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go current or the former?
Let's go current.
Current. All right. The moment we've all been waiting for, says no one.
They finally did it.
Alex Nylander signs a contract.
That's right.
It is a
1 year.
Is essentially his qualifying offer. Yeah, I think he just signed his qualifying. No.
It's pretty much just like an extension.
It's a 2-week contract, though, which I actually like. Where's it at here? Probably should have had this prepared.
1 year, $874,000.
Yeah, and then if you go send down to Rockford, it's $70,000.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's a 2-week contract. Yeah.
No, it's on cap friendly. It says minor salary is still $875,000.
Well, then whoever posted that is an idiot.
That's his previous contract was a $70,000 minor salary.
So I got false information, and I will never listen to anybody.
Yeah.
Online.
Listen to me. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a move. It was a contract that was going to be signed. It's not going to make or break this team.
No. I mean, it's definitely a prove it deal.
I'm calling it a low risk, semi-medium reward. I don't think how this team does this season is going to depend on what Nylander does with this contract.
No, absolutely not. I think it's really so fucking tired. Just go. I mean, it's funny like reading about like the signing and like reading comments on like any post about it, because you can tell who watches the Hawks and who doesn't. Because there's so many people that are like, oh my God, like what a steal. It's like, yeah, you got to realize this is Alex Nylander, not William.
Yeah.
Like, like they're like, well, I see like even on like, I found out that there's forums I didn't even like pay attention to on Cap Friendly. And there's people who are like, wow, what a cheap, like an unbelievably cheap deal for this guy. Like, it's like he scored 26 points in his last NHL season, but it's like, yeah, but he was out last year. He played the year before, and that was like the team was arguably supposed to be better. I don't know. If you watch the games, he's non-existent.
So yeah,
somebody had posted his 10 goals. It was a highlight like reel on YouTube from 2019, 2020. And like there's some good goals, but like out of the 10 goals, he has like 2 games where he scores 2. So he really scores 8 goals in like 56 or 8. He scores 10 goals in only 8 games out of like 56 games. I don't even think he played all 56.
He played 65 his last season.
Oh, was it? Oh, how many did they end up? Did they end up playing 65? I honestly can't fucking remember. I thought
Well, I thought it was in the 70s.
I have no idea. I honestly cannot remember how many they ended up playing that year.
Oh yeah, that one that was like in the second because they called it in March, and this like middle of March, and the season was supposed to end like the second week.
Yeah, they got to 70 games.
Yeah.
Tanner played 70, and he usually is good for like every single game. So they played 70. He played, you said 65?
He played 65.
26 points, 65 games. He had a lot of looks on like the top two lines and just like didn't do anything.
Yeah, the Hawks had 70 games played that year. The most played throughout the league was 71, it looks like.
All right. Yeah. Okay. It's just, yeah, I like just the eye test, really. Just watching him play, like very not impressed. Like we talked about all the time. Like he looked like he didn't give a shit half the time. Like it was great when he was like trying and like was playing well, but
he's got one of those things too. And it's like, I mean, he has a repetition of not being a hard worker. That it all seems we've all are in agreement too that it seems like he's trying to coast off his name because when you think Will or Nylander, the first two people that come to mind is Willie and Michael. Like he doesn't even come to mind. And it's just the whole thing. He's so fragile that it's like anytime like he was playing good and then he messed one thing up. He was sat for a little bit because, you mess up, you got to sit, make it right type of thing. And then he goes back out there like another shift and it's just like, it's a completely different player out there. He's just got like this fragile, I don't want to say a millennial like mindset with him. It's like one of those things where it's like, it doesn't go his way. So he throws, he pouts and he's not going to go out there and, try to make it right. And it's frustrating because a former first round, 8th overall pick, you would expect this guy to be a beast.
Or at least cracking the lineup consistently and doing something out there.
We're going on 5 years now since he was drafted.
Yeah, 4 seasons. He's only played a total of 84 games.
It's like, what?
I don't know if I'm torn between like, is he just not going to turn out to be anything, or has the NHL just been spoiled by young talent in the last like 7 years that everybody is expected to start playing really well at a much younger age now?
From the small sample size that we've had of him versus, and you combine that with the stories from Buffalo, I'm leaning towards that he's just not going to turn out to be anything. I think he could eventually turn out to be maybe like a top 9, a third line, player type of thing. I can't see him, especially on the Hawks. I don't see him being a top 6 guy. Like with how loaded our team is now up.
Yeah,
front.
he's gonna have to really improve on the consistency in order to steal a top 6 spot from someone.
Because I mean,
like he was given the chance. Like it was there. He literally played on a line with Kane and Taves. He played on a line with Kane. Played on a line with Taves when they were separated. Like he was giving chances, and it's just like, how do you not just like capitalize on that?
So I think for sure, like our top 6, you take away 3 spots right away: Taves, Kane, Brinksy, Cat.
Yeah.
Then you got Tyler Johnson. You got Kubalik. You have Hagel, Doc, possibly Bornstrom. Like
I feel like even Kurashev could end up better than Nylander.
Hell, even Dylan Strome, what Dylan Strome decided to show up this year. Like there's so many guys on that list that I'm taking for a top 6 spot before I'm even thinking about Nylander.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I mean, it's a great deal. I think it's going to be a great, like, prove yourself, man. Like I think if he doesn't perform this year, I don't see the Hawks re-signing him. Like, I don't know about you. Also, the fact that like on their fucking Instagram, they're like, at Alex Nylander returns. That means another year of fire off ice fits too.
And he looked like a homeless.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
like I don't see what's this fire out. This like last photo. He's wearing just like a backwards like trucker hat, like button trucker hat, t-shirt, gym shorts, and gym shoes. Like what the fuck are they talking about? I just like, oh, like another year of like great play by Alex Nylander. Can't wait to check out these off ice fits while he's scratched every other game. Because this team has now become too deep to just like leave him, give him a fucking spot for no reason.
He's gonna have to play in Rockford. I think he needs to be down in Rockford for a little bit.
Yeah. He needs to show that he can dominate in the AHL.
And I think how he reacts there is going to say a lot. If he takes it as like, I almost think about, or what movie was it? Goon, when they take this A off of LaFlamme's jersey and gives it to Glatt, and the coach is like, "Oh, it's however you take it. I mean, this is only as bad as however you take it," kind of thing. I kind of feel like that's how the situation is with Nylander. Like, okay, you're going down to Rockford. You can either A, bust your ass to prove that this is a mistake, that you need to be up on the big club, or B, you just roll over and die.
Yeah. And like, this is your last contract with us. Maybe even like you might get another shot somewhere, but
you're looking at the Swedish league next year right now. Like if you show like any improvement, like, I mean, I hate to be like critical like that because obviously he's a great hockey player because
I want him to be really fucking good.
It's just frustrating so much because he has the potential, and just seeing it just get thrown away because of a work ethic and all that kind of stuff. It's so damn frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like, what's it gonna take? Does he want to be traded to Toronto? Does he want to be with his brother? Like,
I don't know.
What?
I want the consistency to be there because like when he does play like fucking really well, you're like, God damn, like Nylander got fucking good out there. And then like the next shift, you're like, was he on the ice? Like what just happened? And then the rest of the game, you're like, what happened to that? He had that one shift where he looked really good. And then all of a sudden it's just like no longer like out there.
If you got Pat Foley calling you out mid-game on national TV, or not national TV, but like, you know, a broadcast,
yeah,
you're doing something bad. When like that
broadcast,
that one play where it was like the puck goes in the corner and Nylander goes in and he like turns off and he's just like, well, Nylander wanted nothing to do with that board battle there kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh God.
It's especially too now when you're looking at this team. I don't care what people like, whatever outside opinions say and all that. Us following this team and watching this team, they're set up to be doing good things. They're set up to contend for a playoff spot and all that. And I don't even think it's just this year. I think next year too, you're going to see a different Hawks team. And this is where team players have got to start buying in. Like players like Alex. I moved to Toronto's cat friendly and I looked up and that was the first I saw. Alex Nylander is the type of player that you either have to buy in now or get left in the dust.
Yeah, like they brought him in as a hopeful piece of like this new core that includes like DeBrincat and Strome and Doc. And it's like those are going to be like the four big guys on the forwards. Like, and was like really exciting. And then now it's just like DeBrincat and Doc are the ones that are showing like they want to fucking play and they want to be here.
Yeah, the new core with what Nylander should have been. DeBrincat, Doc, Seth Jones.
Yeah. DeBrincat's only 23.
I know. It's
sweet.
It's like 23.
It'd be great.
Seth Jones 26. Doc is what, 20?
Yeah, he's gonna be 20 for the rest of his life. Honestly, it feels like he's been 20 for the past like 3 years.
Yeah, he's 20 still.
Yeah.
What's his birthday?
Kurashev's 21. Nylander's 23.
January 21st.
Hagel's 22. It's the young guys.
He was gonna be so good and like
Yeah, it's exciting.
you get Taves on a friendly deal. You get Kane.
Kaner's going to make like the same,
I think
if
Kane
not
goes up to
more.
I think 11.5 Kane's next contract. I don't think he goes up crazy. I think they do like
I
a
mean, I could see Kane just staying at like 10 for like a 3-year deal. Take him till he's like 37. 3 year, 30 million. That's what I would do, but like I'm not Stan Bowman. He's going to give him 8 years, $100 million. I mean, if Kaner can play and keep just going up, because that's what he plans on doing, a 40-year-old Kaner is going to be better than a 20-year-old Kaner.
I know, and here's the thing that like even knowing how good he's gonna be, the idea of giving him an 8-year deal still terrifies me.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's like it doesn't matter. I rather do like, okay, we'll give you like a 3-year, 4-year deal for your next contract, and after that, we'll just one up you every year.
Yeah,
Kind of go, yeah, like
just add a year, keep on going. I've always thought that like Kaner could end up being like the next like Joe Thornton, basically. You just keep playing for no reason. Like he already won a bunch of cups. Thornton's still just going for a cup.
I was gonna bring that up in NHL talk because you're saying that just brought me up. But dude, he signed in Florida. What's he doing? You're
Retirement time.
Did you see there was like one of those like parody accounts? It was like, oh, like they do like fake quotes from players, and it was Joe Thornton when asked why he signed in Florida. He goes, "Oh, you know, I just need the extra time to look at retirement homes."
Oh yeah. Jeez. I mean, I saw that he might be shaving his beard because he might be a little bit too hot in Florida. That's a good take.
Florida is gonna be good. They're them New Jersey, and who's like there's another team I was talking about the other day, but they're just like those teams where it's like they always seem to make the right moves, but it just never clicks, and they
Yeah.
just can't really get it going.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think Florida is probably like a year or two away from like truly contending.
I don't think so because they need to do it now or never because they have like contracts coming up that they're gonna have to re-up on. I'm pretty positive that's what it is. Like they need to get Barkov on a new deal.
Well,
like
they
his
said
last
today
year.
they were talking today. Zito, their GM, was asked, so he's up, his contract's up. What's the deadline for you to move him? Like, what's the trade deadline for you guys? And they're like, no, we're gonna hopefully have him re-signed by the end of the summer.
For next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make some moves then.
Well, they got a lot coming off.
Yeah, but Barkov's going to be getting like 9+. Like, there's no way. I mean, I don't know. Like, they're probably not going to be able to hold on to Frank Vetrano, Nola Chari, and probably the defenseman Nui
That Bob
Vara.
contract is so stupid.
What?
The Bob contract?
Oh yeah,
That was so stupid.
highest paid player on the Florida Panthers.
Especially when you have Spencer Knight, who
Oh, so they have. Oh my God, yeah, they bought out Keith Yandel.
yep.
So they're actually going to have less cap space next year.
Oh yeah, because it goes up to 5 million. Oh,
Well, and Scott Darling. So they have $6.5 million tied up in dead cap. All right, before we go into that,
yeah.
let's finish the Hawks news.
So Nylander resigns. I think I said it best in our Instagram story. Like, meh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for a good year. Like it's a contract year. Like he probably would have played good this season because it's a contract year. I think he might be one of those types of players that's like, oh, like I need to play really well. I'm playing for a contract, and then like once you get it, you're like, I can take it easy now. But we'll see. Hopefully, he plays like out of his mind and has a good season.
Does Stan Bowman learn from the Dylan Strome stuff, where even if he has a good season this year, like he maybe
Give him another prove-it contract next year.
kind or like a little bit of a smaller, maybe like, yeah, okay, we'll give you like 1.5 next year.
it depends on like how well he plays. Like if he has just like a 40+ point season, I think maybe he gets like
A 2x3.
they're going to probably give him like the same as Strome.
The Strome deal.
Yeah. And I mean, if Strome doesn't play well this season, like I don't know. He's in a contract year as well. Everybody's in a contract basically.
I really think they need to move Strome before he sucks it up this year. I'm not confident that.
I saw it on Puck Report NHL's Instagram that they had posted that Ottawa was kicking tires on Strome.
Yeah, they got mild interest in Dylan Strome.
And they're looking to maybe move Eric Brunstrom, but I don't think that it would be in the same trade, but like
no, yeah, I don't think that's what they were.
Brandstrom, that's what it is. But it's like, I mean, if they're looking for center depth, and I mean, Strome is a center. I'll say that.
Give us a fourth.
Give us a fourth.
Give us a fifth or sixth.
A shit like move. Just Strome for Schmaltz, or Pierlini and Strome for Schmaltz, and then just end up with a fourth after all of that, and Alec Regula. I don't know
who. I'm looking at Ottawa. Like I don't even know who we would want
from Ottawa.
Yeah,
they just have a plethora of young guys. That's all. That's I mean, their team's gonna be pretty fucking good in the next like 4 years. But yeah, no, it would be basically just getting Strome out and into a new scenery. That's about it.
Again.
Yeah.
He'll turn it up on fire for half a season. Everybody's like, yeah, let's go, Strome, let's go. And then he signs a new contract, and then he just fizzles out for the rest of the contract.
Yeah. I mean, unless they get like Austin Watson or something. Just get like a third or a fourth liner and like maybe a pick. Yeah, this guy, because Austin Watson, he's pretty fucking big, isn't he? 6'4", yeah, 6'4", 204. That'd be crazy. Nope, I don't know.
Strome and Nylander package deal, and we'll take Brady Tkachuk, so you don't have to worry about that RFA deal.
Yeah, no. I don't think that'll happen, but okay. Keep dreaming. All right, so moving on. Good.
Yeah, good. Move on.
Other Hawks news, which is technically Hawks news. I mean, it's ex-Hawk. Viktor Stalberg retires officially.
I think we said when it was in the group chat, I had thought he already retired.
He hasn't played since, or at least hasn't played in the NHL since 2016, 2017. I don't know where he's been playing. Former Stanley Cup winner, though.
He was played 2016, 2017 with Ottawa. Then he went to the Swiss A League for 2017, 18, 19. Played in the KHL in 18, 19. Oh, he split between the Swiss A and the KHL. Then he went back to the Swiss A League for for 1920, 2021. And then he split last season with the Swiss HL. I don't know what league that is.
Swiss Hockey League.
Or SWEHL. Sweden Hockey League, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But he only played one game with them.
Cool. Good for you, Viktor. Well, had a decent career. Almost Stanley 500 Cup games, about 170 points, Stanley Cup. Scored a big goal in the playoffs against Minnesota. Right?
Yeah, he was fast as shit. He was like,
yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was like, he is, you know what? It kind of all ties together. He's kind of what I'm kind of hoping Nylander turns out to be now.
Yeah, just end up being a solid role guy that's consistent. That's all I need.
So, well, Congratulations on the career, Viktor.
Viktor.
Viktor Stalberg. I think I got him on my wall.
Cool.
No, I don't.
All right. So now let's talk about some NHL things, huh?
NHL talk.
What's the big news going on besides Costco locations to
yeah.
NHL rinks?
So I think the biggest news, which is kind of, I don't even know if it's an overreaction from a lot of people like talking about it or not, if it's a very fair reaction, but it's been rumored that the Board of Governors approved for the starting the 2022-2023 season that teams are allowed to sell jersey patches for advertisement. They can only be 3 by 3.5 inches in size. So for perspective, if you look up the NH or NBA logos on their jersey, it's slightly bigger than those.
Cool.
We knew this was coming. We all hoped it wasn't going to happen. After you see how well it worked out with the helmet stickers, you knew something was coming. You have the NHL players are $1 billion in debt to the owners because of the escrow and getting more of the 50-50 share. So essentially something had to be done to try to get that back to even so the cap can unfreeze.
Well said.
The sad thing is that I think these are going to be here to stay and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
And I'm just really hoping it's not fucking Swiss League style where you don't even have the freaking logo of the team anymore on the jersey.
Yeah, you have the names on the ass and another advertisement where the names used to be.
You're gonna have like a little Blackhawk logo, like very tiny up on like where like the C goes. We'll go inside Taves C. Like
yeah.
But I don't know. It's
the
done in
logo's
the
actually just gonna change to be an advertisement.
Oh man. It's happened in the HL right now. Like HL teams do it. My problem is you have some very iconic jerseys that it's gonna look so tacky.
Yeah.
All the original
are they gonna put it on like the advertisements on like Winter Classic jerseys and shit?
I don't know.
Like that's just gonna look stupid.
I assume so. I assume every jersey is gonna have it. I think every jersey is gonna have it. Like every helmet's gonna have those stickers. So I just don't know how like I'm gonna feel about it. Yeah, I don't not looking forward to having a United Airlines logo on the Blackhawks sweater.
Yeah.
But I would be okay with it. I would be okay with it if it was where the NHL 100-year patch was about like below the number on the side on the arm on the sleeve.
I wouldn't have minded like where they used to have like the like make of the jersey like on the tail.
Oh, but that's not no, they want it to be seen.
Yeah, fuck that though. Like have it just be like on the lower part of the jersey and have everybody tuck their fucking jerseys in.
I'm very curious to see how much it's going to be and if it's going to be a different sponsor for each jersey.
Oh, like home and away?
Yeah, and alternates and
we got to figure out how to get our logo on one of the jerseys.
Right? I was like, "Oh, even if it's for like okay, you can tuck it and hide it. I don't care. Just so it's on there." But it'd be funny too, like underneath like the NHL logo, it's like United Airlines presents Blackhawks.
Oh my god!
I just like the original 6 jerseys. Like I hate that those are going to be touched now. Like
yeah,
all of them. I'm not even. Obviously, the Hawks is a big one because it's consistently voted one of the best sweaters in all the sports and best logo in all sports. But I mean, the Red Wings, the Rangers, Boston, Montreal, Toronto, like those are all amazing jerseys.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Yeah. just thinking about it like hurts my brain because I don't. It's just not. It just doesn't scream hockey. It doesn't scream NHL to me at this point. It screams like EuroLeague stuff. Like
EuroLeague
cool.
trash.
Thanks advertisers for putting your fucking logos over everything. So shit.
And here's another thing.
I already know who fucking United Airlines is. Stop putting your fucking logo all over the place.
That's so bad. Like, and that's too, like, what kind of logos are going to be on there? I'm just like,
Let's get a Pornhub. Let's get a Pornhub logo. That'd be fucking sweet.
Who's going to have a Pink Whitney logo?
Boston.
Oh my God, just a pink logo on the Boston Bruins jersey. Yeah. We're talking at work. Replace the Boston B with the Dunkin' Donuts D.
That'd be a good one. I would like that. I don't know. Fuck that. Fuck everything having to have an advertiser placement on it.
And then too, like, are they going to start? So we kind of talk about this too. Is it going to be on the jerseys that they sell to the sell?
Yeah, I really hope not. But you were saying like on the Authentics, they'll probably have that shit on there. I would unstitch it if I got an authentic jersey. And
as I said, go ahead and start stocking up on blank authentic jerseys now, and then just leave them there. It's like, oh, new player comes on, I want his name, boom, put it on there. Boom, new person comes in, boom. But no, it's like I would assume like authentic jerseys are going to have it because it's authentic. It's what the players use, blah, 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 like that kind of stuff. And I believe the NBA sells 2 versions of their jersey as well, one with and without ads. I don't know what's the difference between an authentic and a replica jersey in the NBA, but
I think it's just like either having pressed numbers or actual
sewn on.
Yeah.
Don't make me buy a Fanatics jersey. Like, don't make me do it.
Yeah, those are ugly.
They're not.
No, I mean, if you have a Fanatics jersey, that's cool. Like, I'm glad you're supporting the Blackhawks. I'm not a fan. I like even just the older replicas that they had without having like the Fanatics like little F thing at the bottom, like that little circle. It looks kind of
ever since Adidas like took over. It's like you either have to go authentic or nothing. Like obviously.
I'll get myself a Seth Jones jersey before they throw an advertisement on it.
Dude, I keep thinking about getting a Marc Andre jersey.
Yeah, that'd be a good one too.
Even if it's just 1 year, I don't care. I think he's such a likable guy. Like we got Marc Andre Fleury, guys. Let's go.
Jesus.
Yeah, and also we're not shading you. If you buy the Fanatics jersey, awesome. At least you're not buying the cheap $50 Chinese knockoff.
And if you are buying the cheap $50 Chinese knockoff,
fuck you.
I mean, I hope you're in a better financial state at some point in order to buy just something that looks like a real jersey.
Stop being cheap and buy a real jersey.
Or just keep supporting the team. We really appreciate you.
Because it doesn't support the team. You know, it makes it look like a bunch of clowns.
Oh, every sport has a clown.
I will die on that hill. Fake jerseys.
That's fine.
I will die on the hill about fake jerseys. That should drive me.
I'll just take photos of people at the rink when they have them on and just be like, "What are you thinking, bud?"
And what kills me too is when celebrities have them. Like CM Punk would always be getting interviewed and like doing Blackhawk interviews in his Duncan Keith jersey, and it was a fake Chinese jersey. I'm like, the Hawks couldn't be like, hey man, let's give you like a real jersey here. Like,
I like the ones that have like instead of like the lines going across, like they're like angled, like pointed, and I'm just like, where did this one come from?
Or like when the Indian head's like looking up, and it's like, what are you looking at, bud?
Yeah, there. It's like a hybrid of like the Hawks and like the Capitals like jersey. Speaking of the Washington Capitals, Alex Ovechkin's only 36 goals away from tying third place overall. That's a thing that was put up on the hockey subreddit because there's nothing going on. Do you think he gets 36 this year?
Yeah,
I think so too.
I think he gets. I bet you he
I think
flirts
it's
with
pretty.
50.
You think he hits 50?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He is so determined between him and Backstrom. They're so determined to have him beat Gretzky.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they both signed 5-year deals because they talked to each other and they said, here, this is how long it's going to take. We think it's going to take to do it. So they both
Oh,
signed
really?
5-year tickets. Yeah. They
I
said,
mean, I think he's definitely gonna do it. I just don't know if he hits 50 this year. I think he hits 70.
now I said, I think he's going to flirt with 50. I think it's going to be between 45 and 50 goals he hits this year.
Yeah, can see like what was his last full season? He hit like 48. Oh no, he hit 48 fucking in the shortened season like not last year, but last year.
Yeah.
Not this past season, but the year before. Yeah, I mean he can fucking I think he's flirting with 50. I think you're right.
165 or 165 to break Gretz. Dude, if he can get down to 100 or less after like for the last 3 years of his contract, it's happening.
You're saying if he can get 64 goals within these next 2 seasons.
Yes.
I think that's completely possible. I think
it's 100% possible. And I think
if he hits at least 80 to 95 in the next 2 seasons, it's going to happen before the contract reaches its last year.
I think he hits. Yeah, I think he hits at year 4. I really do.
Dude, he's a fucking goal scoring machine. It's gonna be amazing. I can't no matter what I'm doing, I'm gonna have to just stop and watch every game. Like since it's gonna be on, it should be on ESPN. Like there should be like Ovechkin watch, and like every game that he plays should be just nationally televised in case he scores 895. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. But I still don't think. I think TNT will do it more than ESPN will.
Either way,
no, I know.
NHL should have that just automatic. Like you can't plan it out during the beginning of the season, but like as soon as it's creeping up, it's like, hey, every fucking game of the Capitals is now going to be nationally televised until 895 happens, and then it'll go back to regular.
Like schedule. the way they covered Barry Bonds when he was going for McGuire. Like every single at bat, they would have other shows on, and it would be like Bonds is up to bat. Here's we're going live to his bat. Like
every time Ovechkin touches the ice, he just interrupts any fucking any fucking TV station.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to play his games nationally.
Oh my god. It's like ESPN Plus is gonna have an extension that season of just Ovechkin watch.
He's gonna be 2 goals away from breaking Gretzky, and they're gonna have Detroit versus Buffalo on national TV.
And Detroit's going to be good, and Buffalo's still going to be shit because Jack Eichel's going to be on Detroit.
Oh, we got to touch about that too in a second, but
oh yeah.
No, I think he does in year 4.
Yeah, me too.
If he can stay healthy,
if the league can play through like complete seasons as well, like he's been so hindered by all these shortened seasons and lockouts. Like he could have had it done already.
Yeah, because that's what 2 lockouts. I mean, technically
a season and a half.
Yeah, because he lost technically his rookie year.
Yeah, and that would have been probably 50 to 60 goals, plus the half season, which was like still he's young enough. Like that would have been another like possibly 25. And then the last 2 years, like he was at 48 2 seasons ago.
So so not including the shortened season this past year, 49, 51, 48. Dude, he's doing this. Yeah. It's going to be, oh my God.
And everybody always likes to say like, oh, he's going to slow down because like he hits like only 30 and then it's like next season 50.
So he hit 32. Oh, he's done. He's washed. So he went 65, 56, 50, 32, 38, 32. And that was around the time that 32 was in the shortened season, 48 games.
Yeah.
That's insane. But still, they're like, oh, yeah, he's not going to do any more. 51, 53, 50. Then he hit 33 again. 49, 51, 48.
Yeah, dude, Ovechkin's incredible.
And I just love his assists. Just keep going down and down.
Yeah, dude. Why pass the puck when you can just get assists off of rebounds? What's the fucking point?
Jesus, like I've always been an Ovechkin guy. Like I've always been like, I was Ovechkin over Crosby. I think Crosby's amazing. I just like Ovechkin.
His advanced stats.
Terrible.
No. Like goals per 60 is insane. But like last year in the 68 games when he hit 48, he was at 2.1 goals per 60, which matched his 2007-2008 season when he was 22.
Jesus.
12 years later, putting up the same goals per 60. Yeah, he's you can say he's pretty fucking good at putting puck in back of net.
All right. So year 4, year 5 of his contract, he's still right there about breaking Gretzky. Over, under, plus, minus 30, his minus 35. Is his minus absolutely below that out of the water because he's doing is playing offense? Does he just completely fuck defense and he's just like at the blue line?
As soon as the puck gets out of the offensive zone, he just goes to change no matter what. he could be the last one on defense. He's like, I don't give a shit.
He does that beer league like slow, like, okay, I'm changing. Oh, we got the puck. Okay, I'm turning off. I'm going. Oh man, I am so pumped for that to happen. It's gonna happen. I have no doubt in my mind. I just wish it was sooner than later. I wish all these lockout and bullshit didn't happen because it probably would have happened in the next 2 years, 3 years.
I mean, I can't wait. There's a lot of shit that's going to happen between now and then, though. And you know what? You know what's going to happen between now and then? Segway station here. We need some RFAs to get signed. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but there's a lot of RFAs still not signed. Like this offseason, there's tons of people on available still. And I feel like when Marner and who else? Marner and that's a big ass spider. Marner and Sebastian Aho, like during that offseason, like everybody's like, oh, offer sheets like crazy. Like this offseason has like so many available RFAs that like I'm surprised that no one's been flirting with tossing out an offer sheet.
It's that frozen cap, man. A lot of people are just worried because they don't know what's going up and like when is it going to possibly go up, when's this contract and then like come back. Like a lot of these teams can't commit to what these players are probably deserve, like Pedersen. Who else?
Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson both need contracts in Vancouver, and Vancouver only has like 10.5 million in cap space. And that's after moving out Louis Eriksson and Jay Beagle. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They still have 3 million tied up in a recapture penalty from Roberto Luongo.
Fucking Luongo, man.
They have Michael Furland on IR, so I don't know if maybe they have 3.5 extra to work with. So let's say they have 14 million to sign Pedersen and Quinn Hughes. I feel like you could get both of them for under 14 million, but I'm just curious as to why they haven't done it yet. I'm wondering if like, are they arbitration eligible? No, right? Because it's coming off of their ELC.
Quinn Hughes for sure isn't.
Right. I don't think. Yeah, Quinn Hughes isn't even available to get offer sheeted.
Offer sheet, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like they have the money for those two guys. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, Kaprizov still needs a deal in Minnesota. Andrei Svechnikov needs a deal in Carolina.
Carolina.
Was he still on his? Wait, was that his? He was still on his fucking ELC. Oh my god, I feel like he's been in the league for so much longer than just that. Holy shit.
The thing with Carolina, man, they're getting so cheap. That new owner they have, like, just does
Yeah,
not want to spend.
They didn't want to pay Nedeljkovic, so they gave him away for a third.
That's so stupid.
Fuck my god, dude. Andrei Svechnikov has played 205 games and has 140 points, and he's only 21 years old. And he just turned 21 in March. He's so fucking good.
So, who of all the RFAs available, who would you offer sheet if the Hawks had the money?
If the Hawks had the money, Elias Pettersson. No, actually, I wouldn't, because we don't need center depth.
No,
I would probably Brady Tkachuk. I would say Brady Tkachuk probably.
still grit.
Yeah, like I think that'd be a good winger to have in the top six, and like you have what Tkachuk, Taves, and Kubalik, Doc, Kane, and DeBrincat. Like a shutdown line and a fuck you up offense line.
It doesn't make sense though, too, kind of what you're saying. Like all these players that they're on teams that have the space.
Yeah.
Yoki Haru with Buffalo.
For the most part, though, these guys are just finishing their ELCs, and I'm wondering if like players are waiting for somebody to set
the bar.
You know, like if Kaprizov signs first, and he doesn't sign for more than like $6 million, then everybody else is kind of fucked. Even though he's 24. Yeah, he's 24. That's the weird thing too with Kaprizov. Like, he's older than like almost everybody else that still hasn't signed. And like this is also what's kind of affecting the UFAs that are still out there. Because like these teams are still like Zach Parise, we were talking about like before we started recording, like he's still a UFA, but like everybody knows that the Islanders want to sign him, but the Islanders still need to sign Anthony Beauvillier and Ilya Sorokin before they even move on to bringing in that veteran depth.
And they have 11, just under 12 million in cap space.
So it's kind of like a weird time of season. Like I'm wondering if we'll start to see these pieces kind of fall into place closer to the year, like starting, like where training camp starting.
I like Barzell.
Or if just out of nowhere, like shit's just gonna start being like, okay, like guys are signing.
Was it last year that Barzell signed like towards the end of training camp? 2 years ago.
Let's see. He signed. January 9th. Yeah, this was in the off season. That's what like it was the weird off season last year that we had. So I don't even know. When did the season start? Wasn't it like right after that? Didn't it start early January?
It was in January. I know it was in January. So yeah, he like basically waited like at the hybrid training camp.
Let's see. I'm gonna go back to check out the schedule from last year. Where the fuck is it? I have to manually go back. Okay, so January 13th was the Hawks' first game. So if he signed January 9th, I guess I could have just gone back to like the Islanders.
Oh, I want to pull this up before we talk about it.
Yeah, so the 14th of January is when they had their first game, and the 9th is when he signed his deal. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see a lot of that like right before the season starts to get these guys signed.
I think a lot of these guys just like, I don't know if it's just them trying to convince them to be like, hey, this is the situation. You got to take a bridge. You have to, like these guys are just like looking out for the other guys where they're like, well, I'm not going to take something less than what's expected and screw everybody else. Like set that, like you said, set that bar.
I'm wondering who signs first. Like it's crazy. Like some of these teams have no cap space, and they have like I was looking at Calgary earlier. Calgary has 11.5 million in cap space, but they have 5 RFAs that they need to sign that they qualified, and then 2 of them are arbitration eligible, with like Nikita Zadorov being one of them, and we already seen that he wants like 5.8.
All right, real quick, going back to the Islanders. Did you see
Yeah.
the schedule?
No.
They open up the season on a 13-game road trip.
Are you serious?
Don't play their first game until at home until November 20th.
What?
Because I think they're still finishing the new stadium.
Oh, are they? Oh man,
They're
that's
playing
hilarious.
They're playing all their home preseason games at their AHL arena
That's insane. Why don't they just play
at the
some home
Coliseum.
games like anywhere? But that's fucking. I mean, if as long as they don't go 0-13 in the first 13 games, they're set up pretty good for the rest of the season.
Their season starts October 14th. They don't play a home game until November 20th.
The whole first month of hockey is on the road.
Carolina, Florida, Chicago, Columbus, Arizona, Vegas, Nashville. And that's in October. Then Montreal, Winnipeg, Minnesota, New Jersey, Tampa, Florida, and then Calgary at home.
They get 4 games at home and then back on the road.
Yeah.
In their first 2 months of play, they have 4 games at home, and they're not until the last 6 games.
That's just obnoxious.
Like, do they end the season playing every game at home? Like, because that's a huge fucking bonus.
Yeah. No, they have more away games in April than they do home games.
Their March is full of home games, though.
Yeah, March is stacked.
Yeah. Well,
Oh
that
yeah,
sucks.
February they have that break right now for the Olympics, which
Could
was
change.
Don Fair, the NHLPA like head or whatever, said that they're expecting, or was it Bill Daly? I don't know, one of the heads said that they expect an answer by the end of this month, whether they're going to the Olympics or not. Issues with that is the International Hockey Association says that they're not going to be supplying COVID insurance for the players. And that's like, pissing off like a lot the owners and all that kind of stuff.
I don't understand, like, growing the game but not having it on like the biggest stage. I understand like the money issues that come along with it, but like
there's a reason why hockey
foresee the money in the future that NHL could bring in by giving up a little bit of what they have now by getting all these good players to play in the fucking Olympics. I don't get it. Like,
there's a reason why hockey is the 4th among the major 4 sports.
I mean, baseball just was in the Olympics, but they didn't have any MLB players there. But
it washed up. But baseball.
It's not the main event.
Yeah.
The main one of the main events of the Winter Olympics is hockey. Like, you have everybody watching hockey in the Winter Olympics, and you don't have your NHL stars there. It's insane.
Like, how do you even call it like the best? The Olympics is the best athletes in every sport come together to play, and no, that's not true when you have the entire best of the best sitting at home and wherever.
Fucking, when you have all of your NHL stars playing in the Olympics, you have all these countries that have like all of these NHL players watching every fucking game. Like, Sweden versus Finland is insane. Canada versus USA. Russia versus anybody.
Canada versus anybody.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy. I just want it to happen.
I couldn't even tell you, like, I don't think I watched a single minute of the last Olympic hockey.
Yeah, I have no idea who won.
Oh, I do know. It was Russia. The Olympic athletes of Russia beat Germany And the only reason I knew that was because we had an outdoor tournament and we were sitting at the bar between games. I happened to look up and it was on the TV and I was like, oh, Russia won. And then that was it. I didn't even see the game. I saw them getting the gold medal.
How exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, Ovechkin's out. It was Dots who got his gold medal, and Ovechkin's just in Washington punching the air because he couldn't get the gold medal with Russia.
Oh, Jesus. That's hilarious.
Oh man. So who else UFA or RFA did you want to talk about?
I don't know. That's about it. Really. I was saying I could imagine somebody, I think we were saying like Pedersen. There's a lot of talks of like him possibly getting offer sheeted. Like on NHL, they have like top possible offer sheeted players, and Svechnikov, Kachuk, Pedersen, Dahlin, and Sorokin are like the top guys that they have. And if you look through Cap Friendly, you can see there's an offer sheet calculator, and you can see what teams are of like have the ability to offer sheet players based off of like the actual annual value of the deal that's offered. Is then you give up a certain amount of picks. But like for some of these players, you probably expect them to get between a little over 6 million to like under 10 million. The offer sheets would include a first, a second, and a third, or two firsts, a second, and a third. And there's only 11 teams that are able to do any of that because they have the correct amount of picks. And the one that makes it most interesting for me is like I could see Detroit. I would love it if Detroit fucking offer sheeted like Elias Pettersson. I think that'd be amazing.
I feel like that's right up the Yzerman plan too. The Yzer plan, like,
and all they have to give up would be a first, a second, and a third if they got him for less than 8.2 million.
And that'd be next year's draft. So that like that right there, that's a little risky to 0-2 because it's like the top 3 of the draft next year is supposed to be solid.
Yeah, but you would be going for Elias Pettersson.
I know. No, I know. It's kind of
pretty fucking good.
It's the same thing as like not even. I'm gonna get fucking ripped for saying this, but it's the same thing in the Seth Jones. Whoever you would get in those picks is what Elias Pettersson is. So you're essentially trading in a cheat code.
You're trading in a pick that could be him to a guaranteed him.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it makes sense.
But like, yeah, you were saying what we were talking about too was like I could also see Yzerman not doing that because they draft incredibly well.
He drafts just so well.
Yeah.
And I don't know the way he makes these deals too, though. It's like they could probably get Pettersson from Vancouver. He can convince them to give him for less than what they would have given up if they offered him.
He'll somehow get his picks back while signing Pettersson. And get picks as well. Like, I don't know. It would be hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. Buffalo, like a team like Buffalo, like, how have they not signed Rasmus Dahlin yet? They have the most cap in the entire league. The only other player they don't have signed right now is Jokiharju and Middlestad. And that's with $28.6 million in cap space.
And both those guys, I mean, Jokiharju could probably get a decent. He could probably get $1 million
and $2 million.
Yeah, I think even 3.
No,
I'm saying though with this situation, Buffalo.
Oh yeah,
he can get 3 from them. Middlestead, I don't think he's going to get anything near what he probably deserve or what he's projected to deserve. I think he was
supposed to be like a Calder nominee 2 years ago, and he's only put up 61 points in 155 games.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Is that good for Buffalo? Like, is that a good Buffalo stat, or is that just he's not playing as well as he should? And plus, if they end up trading Jack Eichel, there's whatever cap space they end up getting there, or maybe getting eaten up by whoever they get in return, they still have plenty of space. They can offer sheet somebody, but then they're probably going to lose out on a guaranteed top 3 pick because they're still going to be bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, fuck, man, just offer sheet someone. Just do it.
Like, what's
Stop
the
being
point of
boring.
what's the point of having that as an option if none of the GMs are going to do it because they don't want to piss off, like they don't want to piss each other off and get screwed, like lose that contact, like come down the line for trade. It's like if no one's going to use it, then fucking get rid of the rule.
How much cap space does Jersey have?
I don't.
New Jersey is capable of making one of these moves. They have $12 million in cap space. Who could New Jersey get?
Pedersen?
No, because they already have Hughes and Hishe up the middle. They can get Svechnikov or Kachuk. Svechnikov or Kachuk in New Jersey. Oh, yeah. And then Jersey, I don't think would be losing out on a top 3 pick if they got one of those guys.
No,
I picked up Thomas Tatar in the offseason. They got Dougie Hamilton. Oh, my God. New Jersey, do it. Offer sheet. Jersey, offer sheet. That would be I would offer sheet Svechnikov in a hot second if I was New Jersey right now.
they still have 4 more years of paying Kovalchuk.
Yeah, but it's only $250,000.
I know, it's so funny that he's still
three more years of paying Corey Schneider $2 million. Svechnikov fits. That's all I'm saying.
No, I like that.
That would be unbelievable.
And
you
I think now would
Hughes, Tatar, Svechnikov, fill in some people on the right side. Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I think they're like one big boy move away from really being a threat in the Metro, but then look at the Metro.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Metro's as good as it used to be. I don't know. Because Pittsburgh is always good somehow. Washington's always going to be good. Philly,
Philly's going to make the playoffs this year. We talked about this.
Yeah.
It's their year to make it. Next year they're not.
Rangers are iffy. The Islanders are always good.
Yeah. It would be a competitive league, like little division, but I don't see, if they were to make that move, I don't see them missing out on a top 3 pick.
No, I think they finish middle of the pack. I think there'll be like probably like a 15 through 20 pick or whatever.
Yeah. Which, I mean, give it up for Svechnikov. All that I say his stats were like 100 and something points in 204 games.
Almost 170 points, and I think it was
like
168
160. Is that what I said?
He's 168, and it's like,
where the fuck is Carolina on here? There they are. Carolina has plenty of cap space to like match whatever deal.
Yeah, they just don't want to spend it.
Yeah.
When you offer Dougie Hamilton
140 points in 205 games.
Where was he get 168 from?
I don't
know. No, like when you offer Dougie Hamilton $6 million, you trade Ned because he asked for 3.5 and you wanted to give him 1. Like, fuck off. Like,
yeah, right.
Like you had something so good going down there, and then you just fuck it up because you want to be cheap and save money. This is the same guy. I don't know. Is it the same guy that didn't want to pay for scouts to go to games to scout because they can see everything they need to see on TV?
Oh,
isn't that the same
maybe
guy?
It might be.
Like he didn't want to pay for their cell phone plans. Like he didn't want to pay for like any of that kind of stuff.
Oh, I think you're right. Cool. Yeah, I mean, they didn't want to pay Sebastian Aho until he signed an offer sheet in Montreal, and they're like, "Oh, we'll match that one then."
What about Seattle?
I don't think that's part of Seattle's plan.
Yeah,
Seattle's not like a Svechnikov away from making.
No, they're definitely built around to, okay, well, this is when the cap's probably going to go up, so that's when we're going to really make our move. I feel so bad for that team because everybody's going to expect them to be Vegas, and that's just not what it's going to be.
Oh God, they're going to be far from it.
All All right. Last thing I got, and then we'll do our starting lineups. The Jack Eichel saga takes
Oh yeah.
another twist. What was do you remember the podcast?
No.
A New York Rangers podcast. I will look it up.
Was it a Rangers podcast? I thought it was a Sabres.
Oh, it was the New York Rangers. Bought a
Oh.
billboard right outside of whatever the Sabres arena is, and had a billboard that said, "Aren't trade requests a pain in the neck?" And then hashtag free Jack Eichel. And it was the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo. It was a buffalo with Jack Eichel hair, and it's like right outside the stadium. Oh, what is
Yeah,
that?
it's literally like on the highway right outside the stadium.
Ranger fans purchase. Rangers blogger. Okay, I don't care what is the name of their stuff. I want to give them. Oh, blue shirts breakaway.
There you go.
Near
Yeah,
the
that's
corner of Scott and Chicago Street.
okay.
All right. Yeah, I mean he keeps getting connected to New York. I know that the Ducks were in on him, but they don't want to give up their young guys that Buffalo's asking for, and that's what's preventing that. I think Buffalo is holding off way too long, and the closer it gets to the season, especially with Eichel needing that procedure for his neck, the less they're going to get for him. Because you're getting, I mean, you're probably only like a couple months of Jack Eichel, but still, like, when you're paying premium to like trade for the guy, like you're going to expect to have him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see this turning out good.
No.
And like he's gonna end up starting this. It's the same as like every year for the past like 3 years of like Ristolainen is on the trade block, and they're like, "Hey, Erasmus, where you think you're going to be at the start of the season?" He's like, "Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm gonna be playing hockey somewhere."
I don't think Eichel plays. I honestly don't think he plays
Yeah,
until he gets dealt. Either he sicks out, or he has to wait to get whatever procedure he needs to get done. I don't know. It's just a shitty situation, and it's just more. I mean, Buffalo's starting to get to like Arizona type level where it's just like either figure it out or move the team somewhere that or move the team that's just somewhere that's going to appreciate it, that that wants
or
a hockey
sell
team.
the team to somebody that wants to actually run it.
Yeah. I know we mentioned it before, like the owners, they own the Bills too, and they said that they don't get a new stadium, they're moving the Bills to Austin or something like that. So it's like,
It's cute.
yeah, I don't know.
Billionaires fucking threatening cities with relocating teams that people love. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. All right. You got anything else for NHL talk?
No. Let's
All
get some
right.
more news coming out soon, please.
All right. So lineups today. We are going to do top Blackhawks drafted outside of the first round
In the last 20 years.
Let's say
not forever.
Let's go 2000. So 21 years.
Yeah, go for it.
Just make it nice and even. So
that's fine. I mean, good
since
thing.
2000. All right, I went first last week, so you can have first pick this one.
Oh, cool.
I think
I'm gonna make it nice and easy.
Brinksy Cat.
Oh, I wasn't.
Fuck.
I was actually gonna say Duncan Keith.
Where you going?
I'm going Duncan Keith.
Duncan Keith. Okay.
The for sure Hall of Famer.
Just to verify, are we doing 2D, 3 forwards, 1 goalie? Or are we just doing 6 players or 5?
I would say 2D, 3 forwards, 1 goalie.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
As long as we can in situations when we're doing a starting lineup, we can do 2D, 3 forwards, 1 goalie. If it's not a possibility thing, then it's just
top 5.
Yeah, I would say top 5. Like we don't need to do 6.
All right. I'm not gonna go to Brinket.
What? What?
I'm going Dustin Bufflin
Ooh,
as a
I was looking at.
defenseman because he was drafted as a D. So I will.
Yeah. Good job. Thanks.
869 career games, 177 points, 300 or 177 goals, 348 assists for 525 points.
Over 1,000 penalty minutes.
I fucking miss Buff.
Yeah, he just dipped out on the league.
That's like perfect. Like there's a story on Chip who was telling it that during training, like the rookie skate or something, they were like trying to get a hold of him and he just doesn't answer his phone. So they're like trying to get a hold and he's just gone to the world.
Yeah, just out in the wild. Well, since we're doing a starting lineup, Corey Crawford, baby. Gotta get the solid tendy in there. He's pretty good career. Played most of his career in Chicago, ended it in New Jersey with a cup of coffee. But yeah.
I am going to wrap up my D right here.
Nicholas
Chalmerson.
Fuck you.
4th round, 108th overall in 2005. I don't think we need to even say why he is a good choice. The greatest defensive defenseman probably ever.
Yeah. In the history of the league. Clearly, greatest defensive defenseman. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the trigger now. I'm gonna go to Brinket.
Brinksy Cat.
Yeah, little Brinksy Cat. I think the play speaks for itself at this point.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take I'm not even gonna say what it's gonna take for him not to be considered an amazing pick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he's the next leadership of the Hawks, which is going to be so exciting to watch because, like we said earlier, he's only 23.
He's so good too. God.
Yeah. He's only getting better because now he's a two-way fucking sniper.
All right.
He's gonna get so much time on the penalty kill this year. It's gonna be like when Patty Sharp fucking put up like 10 shorties in one season. It's gonna be great.
All right, I'm going friend of the show. Dave Bolin.
Yeah. What a role guy.
Well, grateful for getting under the Sedin skins in the playoffs.
Outside of the first round, I'm gonna go with a Chicago favorite, the Mutt.
Oh,
Andrew Shaw.
I was kind of waiting. I was like, oh man, maybe that one will sneak in.
A little 5th round action, and then he was an overage player at that point, and got in that year. A goal and a fight in his first game alongside of Jimmy Hayes. That was sick.
I'm gonna finish with a friend of the show. I'm gonna go with that again. Brian Bickle.
Finish what? The forwards?
No, not even the forwards. I still had one more. But Bickle, I mean, he went 9 picks after Bolin in 2004 second round.
Yeah.
Bolin was 32. Bickle was 41. All got picked. There's another great pick in that one too.
In
that round.
Oh, in the round?
Or not in the round, in that draft.
In the year? Yeah. You're talking about Jake Dowell, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think for my next pick, which will be my last forward, guess I'm gonna go with Brandon Saad.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about that one too.
I think he's probably the best the BAP, the best player available.
All right, so I need a forward and a goalie. You know what? I'll go goalie. I'm gonna go Craig Anderson.
Wasn't that when
2001.
was he 2001?
Yeah, 2001, third round, third overall.
Yeah.
Chicago,
That's good.
Hometown kid too. It's hilarious. Like he got picked after Adam Monroe. Adam Monroe was a first round pick.
17 games in the show.
God, I wanted him to be good so bad.
All right, last pick, which I'm pretty glad. Ending with a defenseman, James Wisniewski.
I was just looking at his name and I was like, oh man, I forgot about it.
He has a solid team here. Shaw, Saad, DeBrincat, Keith and Wisniewski, and Corey Crawford.
All right, so I got to pick one forward to wrap this shit up.
There's clearly one forward.
There's two.
There's two?
There's two. I am good. So, okay. So, I'm going with.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with Kruger.
Yeah. Because who are your other few?
The other one.
Boland. Boland plays center.
Boland, Bickle.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, that's basically that third line almost.
Yeah. Boland, Bickle, Brouwer.
Brouwer is my honorable mention.
Yeah.
He was picked the same year, and that's that 04 draft too. That 04 draft between 03, no, 02 and 02, 03, 04. Like,
yeah, that's where the Hawks were kind of built.
You also have Adam Burish. Round 9.
Round 9. I didn't even see him there.
Yeah, 2002.
Yeah, it's those were who was drafting those years.
Mark Bell was an 8th overall pick.
Yeah, dude.
What? Tyler Arneson.
Isn't it fun to just look at
Kyle Calder, the ABC line, baby? Let's go.
I'm trying to think if there's any other like honorable, like outside the Ben Smith.
Yeah.
He had a big goal against the Vancouver Canucks in the playoffs in like 2011.
And then if you look at like more recent years, you got a bunch of players that potentially can be great. You got Kurashev.
Yeah, Kurashev's already in the league.
Round 4. He's around
looking to stick around. That was also the best thing about the Kurashev pick is that it was a Nashville originally owned draft pick.
Yeah. It wasn't that part of the Hartman trade?
That was part of the Hartman trade. That and Nicholas Bowden. Both of those picks. Ooh, baby. Thanks, Nashville. Hey, I'm looking forward to see more of Kurashev.
Yeah, we have so many good guys. That it's just gonna be very. Oh, Vinny Hinostroza too. 6 round.
Hinostroza is a good one.
12.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, though, the Hawks haven't done fantastically outside the first round in recent years. Like, let's see.
I always forget that we had Philip Deneau.
Since getting like John Hayden in 2013, there's only one other player to play more than 40 games outside. Oh, wait. Kurashev just did it this year, but besides him, Sakura played the most games at 53, and he was drafted in 14. And it's mainly just been our first round picks that have doing, I mean, besides DeBrincat, but he was our first overall pick that year. But yeah, outside of our first rounders, like not much happening. I didn't realize that Doc had finally reached 82 games. So in technically a full hockey season, he has 33 points in 82 games.
Take it.
It's not bad. Kid's only 19 years old. 20 years old, 18 years old.
Are we going to be talking about in 10 years Colton Dock being a top 6 outside of the first round pick?
No. I don't know. I just remember when DeBrincat was still on the board, and I was like, oh my God, we better fucking take this kid. He's so goddamn good. And everybody passed on him, and the Hawks picked him up, and I was like, we never do that.
we don't draft well. We really don't.
We
Like
don't.
Our last, like our later rounds, like all the rounds that we should be knocking out of the park, we always fumble.
We haven't, I don't think in recent years I've seen the Hawks choose like best player available. Because that was definitely the DeBrincat draft he was best player available.
Yeah, and I love Kirby, but I don't think he was best available at 3.
I
think it's still.
I think that I think we're seeing that it was like a great choice.
Yeah, I think.
But like,
I think it's
consensusly, it wasn't. It was an off the board pick.
Yeah, at the time of the draft, he definitely wasn't the best available.
Yeah, they were thinking Turcotte, Zegras, Bowen, Byram.
Yeah.
But I mean,
man, if Byram turns out to be good, God, Colorado's going to be fucking stacked on the blue line.
Yeah, they're going to lose people. They already did.
They have to.
Yeah. I just get like, I get like a weird sense of like joy when other teams can't keep it together, because that's what the Hawks had to do in 2010. I'm like, yeah, feel that fucking pain when you're.
That's why it's so frustrating with Tampa.
Cap.
It's so frustrating with Tampa because they're still keeping their core together. Like, fuck.
They're making smart moves.
Yeah.
But
all right, we'll post that up. Let us know who you think's got the better team. And like I said, give us ideas for future starting lineups. It doesn't have to be players, doesn't have to be Hawks. Just let's have some fun with this. Yeah. So this was episode 149. Tanner, what are we calling it?
It's just chatting. Off season, just chatting.
All right. So for Tanner and Jarom, this is episode 149, just chatting. Remember to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify. Make sure to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Visit our sponsor, DraftKings. Use promo code THPN for exclusive offers. Use it even if you've already used it. They still will sometimes give you more offers using the same code. Visit our social medias at WCB Podcast. Our partners, the Hockey Podcast Network at HockeyPodNet. Not HockeyPodBet. When I had a typo on doing one of our posts last week, I said we were at HockeyPodBet.
Bet.
Idiot. But
it's a part of that whole like you can't read or spell thing.
It's so bad. And even what's even funny too is I made that mistake and I went back and I fixed it, but then I guess I copied in my notes section before I fixed it, so I just assumed I fixed it, so I reposted the wrong one.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So yeah. Unless you got anything else, Tanner?
Watch the YouTube. You can watch my room slowly turn into a fucking dark room, man. It looks like I'm like I'm about to print some fucking photos over here.
You got to get you a ring light.
It's just because my fiance changed all the light bulbs to be warm lighting. So whenever I turn the lights on in here, it still looks dark. like it's so stupid. I told her about it. I'm like, I can't see anything. And she's like, we'll turn a light on. And I go, nothing changes.
I got 8 lights in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to use like the computer lighting. I'll try to get like a white background going or something. There we go.
Hey, there you go. But all
and
right.
Then you get the sirens.
Yeah.
That's how you know we're done.
What's up, Chicago?
Hey.
Mask mandate in Chicago too, starting Friday.
That's right. I'm leaving. See ya.
All right. So yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
All right. Love you, boys. Bye.